Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Dave Price, Profit Plus Network. I'm here with Mr. George Chanos, a very, very interesting man, a philanthropist in his own right. I just want him to tell you a little bit about his book, his story. I think it's going to be very interesting, so I'll let you do the honors, Mr. Chanos.
Thank you, Dr. Price. Hi everyone, my name is George Chanos. So I formerly served as Nevada's Attorney General. I've had a full life in practicing law for 20 plus years and then advising individuals and corporations on how to solve their complex problems. So I'm essentially what you would call a critical thinker and a problem solver. In 2012, I had a heart attack. My daughter was 15 years old at the time, and I was concerned about passing away and leaving her without the kind of guidance and direction that I wanted to make sure she had. So I began writing a letter, and that letter soon became very long. And ultimately, it became so long that I decided to turn it into a book. That became my first book, a book called Seize Your Destiny, A Roadmap to Success. After writing that book and getting incredible responses from people, I had one young man write me and say that your book spoke to me like the father I never had. After getting that kind of feedback, I realized that I wanted to do more, and I wanted to write more and convey more lessons to people like my daughter, like that young man, my nephews and nieces. I also realized that the world that I had grown up in was not the world that they were going to live in. That they were going to live in the future. They were going to live in the next 30 years. So I began researching what was going to happen over the next 30 years, and I discovered some incredible things. I spent 5 years researching what people were talking about in terms of the technological tsunami that's on the horizon. So life is going to change very rapidly and very radically, and I'll give you a couple of examples. In 2014, theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking said that the greatest event in human history would be an event called the singularity, that moment in time when machine intelligence eclipses human intelligence.
There are many benefits to using AI-driven applications over people. AI doesn't mind tedious, dangerous, or risky work like a human might. Plus, AI doesn't have to sleep or eat, meaning it's available 24/7. These machines can handle a lot more data than humans, and they'll do it faster and with more accuracy. The world's fastest and most powerful AI supercomputer can deliver nearly 4 exaflops of performance to more than 7,000 researchers. To put that into perspective, you'd have to perform one calculation every second for 31,688,765,000 years to match what a 1 exaflop computer system can do in just 1 second. Humans just don't measure up.
Ray Kurzweil, the head of artificial intelligence for Google, tells us that that moment in time could come as early as 2029, the end of the decade. That's only 7 years away, 6 or 7 years away. Kurzweil goes on to say that by the 2040s, which is 20 years away, artificial intelligence will not be our equal. It will be a billion times more capable than human intelligence. So I took all the information that I discovered in my research and I began writing a second book. And that book is called Millennial Samurai, A Mindset for the 21st Century. And you can download that entire book for free at millennialsamurai.com for free. It's broken down into 182 different chapters, but the chapters are only 1 to 3 pages each, so they're very easy to read. And they're like Lay's potato chips. When you read one, you're going to want to read the next, because your mind is going to do a quick cost-benefit analysis. How much time did I spend, and what did I get back? Well, you will have spent 2 to 3 minutes reading that chapter, and what you will have learned from that chapter will be enough to make you want to read the next chapter. It will be more than worth the 3 minutes that you invested, okay? And you got the book for free, right? So you will keep reading this book, and you will go through all of these chapters, and you can read them in any order, and you can read them at any time. You can open it up at any time, spend 3 to 5 minutes reading a few chapters, put the book down, and come back in, pick it up, and go anywhere in the book and read any chapters that interest you. Okay? So I've just met Dr. David Price, and I'm going to make those resources available to your group. This is part of how we're doing that, by informing you that you can go to millennialsamurai.com and you can download the entire book for free. Okay? So that's just the beginning of what I hope will be a great relationship. Anything that I can do to help Dr. Price in his mission and move you guys forward, I'd like to help. So maybe we'll do some Zooms down the road and I can answer some of your questions. I'd be especially anxious to answer questions from people who have actually read some or all of the book.